Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. You know what time it is. It's time for another edition of Rich People Are Buying All the Bitcoin that's out there, and I'm making this video so that you understand that it's actually happening right in front of our digital noses. That doesn't make any sense. One of the major companies within the cryptocurrency space who has constantly been in the news is called MicroStrategy. You've definitely seen them before. You've heard about them before on this channel. Their CEO is called Michael Saylor. He is probably one of the largest Bitcoin bulls, Bitcoin maximalists who's out there. One of his main goals, it appears in life, is to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. MicroStrategy is the only public company who has openly announced actively that they have an egregious amount of Bitcoin. We've heard from a number of other companies before that they own 3,000 Bitcoin, 14,000 Bitcoin, which is a lot. It's not like 14,000 Bitcoin is an insane amount of Bitcoin. We hear about them all the time, but MicroStrategy is one of the very few who we've heard from who actually owns so much that it's actually a little scary, because they're probably going to be one of the first multi-trillion dollar companies that we have on the planet. One of the ways that they've actually been buying tons of Bitcoin is by issuing debt and or like selling shares of their companies to other companies in exchange for money that they then use to buy huge amounts of Bitcoin. They recently announced that they have plans once again to sell over $700 million worth of company shares to make money to be able to buy more Bitcoin. They announced that recently they also purchased another $14 million worth of Bitcoin a couple of weeks ago, and they plan to do the same exact thing all over again. The company, as far as we know right now, holds 152,800 Bitcoin. That is one company. This is why I said we've spoken about them before. I believe the last time we spoke about them, they had 147,000 or something like that. The CEO, Michael Saylor, I think he also has high 5 digits and or 6 digits amount of Bitcoin as well. That is to say over 50,000 and or 100,000 Bitcoin. I think it's somewhere roughly around that number. It's somewhere on the internet. The focus here, at least in this video, has to do with MicroStrategy, the company. Not to sound too much like a broken record, it's just more of a, when this news comes out, I want everyone to really understand exactly what's taking place. The world is changing quite rapidly, and I think that there are a lot of people, even within the cryptocurrency space, who tend not to pay attention. Like, I get it. There's a lot of other stuff that's happening in life, but I do want you to understand this is cyclical. I've been here before. I've been in the market for a very long time. However, this is completely different in that while prices have been trending sideways, going down, and or whatever they've been doing over the last couple of months, rich people have been accumulating in mass. We have never had a situation like this before, where these companies are actively, openly telling us that they're buying huge amounts of Bitcoin. The same exact thing with banks, institutions, and countries. That is a very big one for me as well. I think a lot of people aren't understanding, and I'm not sure how. Like, it's basic. They're not understanding the significance of countries buying up tons of Bitcoin, of hundreds of banks who have openly announced that they're also buying up tons of Bitcoin as well. That is to say, these banks have announced they're going to be offering buying, selling, and custody of Bitcoin and Ethereum on their platforms, on their websites, or inside the bank when you walk inside of it physically. And you cannot offer Bitcoin to someone unless the bank actually has Bitcoin themselves. So not the longest video in the entire world. It is more to simply update you once again on exactly what's happening, because I think something big is coming. I think we are going to see price movements unlike anything that we've seen before in the past. It is now noted that 80% of all the Bitcoin out there is now controlled by wallets that simply have over 100 Bitcoin. It's a massive amount of cryptocurrency that is being accumulated just by, at the moment, the hyper wealthy. And I think that they are solidifying not only their positions as rich people, but also within the Bitcoin cryptocurrency market, because if Bitcoin does go to $500,000 and or $1 million over the course of the next couple of cycles, we will see a bunch of new 100 millionaires and also billionaires being minted quite rapidly. Yeah, I do hope that you've all enjoyed. As always, the articles will be in the description below for you to read. I do hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.